The sea opened without resistance. Then it closed. The horizon withdrew. I did not lose my way. The way found me. There are journeys we choose, and journeys that remember us. The wind turned north. I followed. The mist did not break, it thinned. Stone stood where the horizon once lived. It did not rise, it endured. The north does not welcome. It witnesses. I have stood in this wind before, not as I am now, but as someone who learned to remain. Some lands do not ask to be remembered. They remember you first. At the northernmost edge of the Philippines lies Batanes, a chain of islands suspended between Luzon and Taiwan. Beyond these waters is the Bashi Channel, a corridor of wind and current that narrows the distance between nations and widens the sense of isolation. 10 islands form the province. Only 3 are inhabited: Batan, Sabtang, and Itbayat. The rest remain windswept and quiet. Formed by ancient volcanic fire and shaped by centuries of wind, the land rises without ornament. No forests to conceal it, no mountains to dramatize it. Everything here stands exposed. From Manila, the journey is brief in distance, but uncertain in certainty. Flights depend on weather. Sea crossings depend on tide. There are days when no one arrives. There are days when no one leaves. It is a province defined not by abundance, but by position. At the edge of the archipelago, where the map nearly ends. And yet, it does not feel like an ending. It feels familiar, as if this land has been walked before, even when memory does not say when. In Batanes, life does not resist the wind. It moves with it. The Ivatan people have lived here for centuries, shaping their days around weather, not against it. Root crops sustain them. Cattle roam the open pasture. The land gives enough, never excess. The sea feeds them when it allows. Departure is never casual. The horizon is always considered. Resilience here is not performance, it is inheritance, passed from one generation to the next. Not through speeches, but through example. They speak Ivatan, a language carried across sea and stone. Identity here is not loud, it is held. To live in Batanes is to accept exposure. Nothing hides here, not the land, not the people, and yet there is no fragility in them. Strength here is quiet. It does not announce itself, it endures. Some places teach survival, this one teaches steadiness. In Batanes, even shelter understands the wind. Walls are built from coral limestone, heavy enough to resist what cannot be negotiated. The roof is bound with cogon grass, not to defy the storm, but to bend with it. Strength here is not height, it is weight, it is anchoring. Typhoons cross these islands without apology. Season after season, generation after generation. The houses remain. Inside, the wind becomes memory. Sound without harm. There is wisdom in knowing what to resist and what to yield. These homes are not monuments, they are agreements. Architecture here is not decoration, it is survival made visible. The land does not protect them. They learn how to stand within it. Batanes does not grow quickly. It does not rush toward expansion. It remains. Families stay. Children inherit not only land, but responsibility. Knowledge is not archived, it is practiced. The economy is small. The rhythm is measured. Enough is understood differently here. Isolation has shaped this place, but it has not diminished it. Continuity is not an accident. To remain is a decision. To carry forward what is endured is a quiet form of courage. The path here does not demand attention. It asks for guardianship. Some places survive because they are protected. Others survive because they are remembered. Batanes feels remembered. Before stone walls, before written record, the Ivatan people understood this land through sky and sea. They believed the world was shaped by forces beyond sight. Not distant gods carved in temples, but presence carried in wind, tide, and storm. Nature was not an obstacle, it was instruction. To survive here was to listen. Ancestors were not spoken of as past, they were spoken of as near. Even as centuries passed, even as ships arrived from distant shores, the belief remained quiet. Empires crossed these waters, wars brushed these hills, maps were redrawn. The wind did not change. Some memories are written in books, others are carried in air. There is something here that does not disappear. It waits. The sea here does not conceal itself. It reveals what it chooses. There are days when fog rolls in without warning, and there are days when it arrives with intent. It does not feel unfamiliar. Some presences do not speak. They surround. This is not concealment. It is invitation. He does not resist, he follows. There are crossings that require direction, and there are crossings that remember the way. The land does not call loudly. It waits until you are ready to return. Some paths are not chosen, they are remembered. This land carries no voices, no roofs, no footsteps but his. And yet, it is not empty. The keeper of paths.